Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to HEX Update Saturday. I'm Jake Freedom. Awesome announcement today in the world of HEX. HEX has finally released its alpha stage. The game has finally released an alpha. It hasn't been released to everybody yet. If you are familiar with the game at all, you will know that HEX had a Kickstarter program that went from May 8th to somewhere around July 7th, a whole 30 days to get the project funded. The game was in development for about 2 years, and then the creator of HEX, Corey Jones, decided to do a Kickstarter project because HEX isn't just your normal TCG. Okay, it's not your normal trading card game. It is a trading card game with MMO incorporated with it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the company that's designing and making Hex, be Cryptozoic Entertainment. They are the creators of the World of Warcraft trading card game. They also do other tabletop board games for popular TV shows. Um, so if you want to learn a little bit more about Cryptozoic and the Kickstarter program, what you can do, you can certainly go to, let's see, what do we got here for a website? We got Kickstarter.com, the project CZE Hex MMO trading card game. You can read all about the actual Kickstarter program. Like I said, the Kickstarter program has ended July 7th, but it'll give you some information. You can watch the Kickstarter video, and Corey Jones himself is actually in it, explaining about the game, talking about it, what it's all about, and why it needs to be funded, and this, that, and the other thing. And there's been a ton of supporters for this. You know, there's been supporters. What is the top supporter here? It's a producer, $10,000 or more. I mean, 13 people did that. There's, $5,000 tier, $2,500 tier, $250 tier, you know, all and up. I think in all, there were 17,765 supporters for a total of $2.2 million that this game was funded. They were looking for a pledge goal of simply $300,000. Obviously, a lot of people believe in this game. They believe in what Corey Jones and CZE is trying to accomplish with Hex Shards of Fate. Um, so, like I said, the alpha was finally released. It was supposed to be released on October 8th. It came out on October 9th, and it came to a select few individuals, and that would be from producer to Grand King. Those are the ones that got the first invite. Said, okay, here's the download link. Go ahead and download the game, start playing it. We want to see how the gameplay goes. We want to see how our servers are going to handle the load. Unfortunately, the download link was leaked, and so a bunch of people started downloading it. The content delivery network that CCE had set up couldn't handle that particular load. They weren't expecting the amount of download to actually take place that were actually taking place. So some people were complaining about that it would take, 17 hours to download the game. I mean, the download speeds were somewhere around 5 bits, per second, which is insanely slow. I mean, I can't even imagine. That's worse than back in the day in our 2800 BPS modem days. So they just weren't expecting that. So CZE has confirmed that their content delivery network has been upgraded and shouldn't be an issue anymore. As far as what we can tell, is the gameplay itself, it's going well. I've seen some of the Twitch streams. People have been playing the game, and there's bugs. This is an alpha game here. I mean, don't get me wrong, and it's going to have issues. Corey Jones himself, he said that they wanted to bring out a polished alpha, and don't get me wrong, it is a very polished alpha from what I can tell. The game itself is refined, but there's still going to be the problems with the game. Most of the problems with the game are very minor in my opinion. We're talking about card errors. Is the text on some of the cards aren't correct. There are some things that the cards are supposed to do that they don't do. Things like that, and that's to be expected. I mean, not a big deal at all. And some of the other game issues that people are having are actual installer issues, trying to get the game installed. They'll get after they get it downloaded, eventually, then they'll try to install the game. And it'll install incorrectly, so they'll have to do a repair. Or some people actually have the game and it's working properly, and they go to load it up, and there's some black screens here and there. This doesn't seem to be too widespread though, and so I think that's just very specific error messages there. or errors in the actual game. Other things, could be that are happening is some people are reporting that they once they have to bail out of a game, if there's something happens, then they come back into it and some of their cards are missing from their deck. Things of that nature, which to me are again to be expected. The main issue that seems to be popping up that a lot of people are having is during a sequence in your turn, you'll have the pass priority buttons that come up. Okay, because there's saying now don't quote me on this. I think there's like 7 stages to every turn, 7 to 8 stages, whatever it is, and every time that stage passes, you can pass the priority back to your opponent. Well, there are certain times when certain cards are played that the pass priority button doesn't come up for anyone to click. And so the game just kind of hangs there and nobody knows what to do other than to bail out of it. And once you bail out of it, that's where I think people are having the problems where their cards aren't showing up in their deck. One, either because the game servers actually still think they're in use or whatever. It could be a number of things. It doesn't really matter. It is an error, and CZE will correct that. I mean, obviously it has to be corrected. So there's things like that going on, and that's going to happen. So I mean, you can't complain about it. It's an alpha game. As far as from what I can tell, things are going as planned. But there are a few people on the forums that are complaining. And they're complaining that the game is unplayable, which it's really not supposed to be. You're not actually supposed to be playing the game. An alpha stage is for, hey, let's play the game, but let's not really play the game. Let's play the game to find problems with the game. That's what we're supposed to be doing here right now in their alpha stage here. Let's play the game to find problems. Some people don't like that. Some people, I don't know. Some people maybe they don't comprehend the idea of an alpha. I'm not sure. Other people are complaining about that they don't have alpha access yet. That their wave of invites hasn't been sent out. CZE at one point in time said, that hey, we're gonna try to do waves of invites in this order if things go smoothly. Okay, obviously things have not gone as smooth as they've wanted, so the invites and things like that have been pushed back. People are not happy about this. I don't know why. It's those people can complain. That's fine. I personally still don't have alpha access. I'm going to be one of the last people to be invited. I missed out on the Kickstarter, so I'm what's called a slacker backer, and the slacker backer program is actually still in effect. You can actually still become a slacker backer and still get that alpha invite once everybody else has their invite sent out. If you want to find out about the slacker backer, you can just certainly go to the forums, forums.cryptozoic.com. I'll put the link in the actual description here. You can go there, and you can certainly donate to become a slacker backer. The donation is like $50, and you'll get X amount of cards, this, that, and the other thing. You'll get alpha access. You'll get a beta access. Go ahead and read about it. If you choose to donate and become a slacker backer, awesome. If not, wait till the game comes out. When it's full-fledged versions after beta, and then you can start playing the game that way. But I, for one, wanted to be in on it right away. I wish I would have been on it sooner, but I'm not. So, and again, some like I said, the people that are complaining that they haven't got their invites yet, and they're wondering when will the next invite be? When will the next wave of invites be? CZE hasn't quite come to a definite day. It's okay, this is the day that we're going to send out the second wave of invites. They don't know yet. They're still waiting on certain things. One of the things they're certainly waiting on is after they got the download issues fixed, and they've got some of the gameplay problems fixed. They're testing their servers. They're waiting for some server performance data to come back to say, okay, do we need to throttle these servers up more? Do we need to throttle them back? Do we need to throw more resources at them? And what have you. So they're waiting to look at that data as well. And so once they can confirm that, hey, okay, yep, our hardware is going to support the amount of users we have now, let's go ahead and send another wave of invites. And then we'll let those people come in. We'll take a look at the server data again. And they're going to do this in stages. They're not just going to say, okay, here's every 17,000 people, go ahead and try to play the game. Not going to work that way. I wish it would, but it doesn't. So, but all the people at CZE, everybody involved from, the developers to Corey down to the PR guys to, whoever is involved with HEX. I mean, I admire all these people. Okay, this is CZE's first attempt at making a digital trading card game. They are not known for their computer games at all. Like I said, they are known for in-the-flesh trading card games. They are known for in-the-flesh board games. Go ahead and check them out, www.cryptozoic.com. Again, I'll put that link in the description. You go and check them out and read about what they actually do. This is kind of a one-off for them, so I truly admire everybody that's involved in the game there, and I think they're doing a pretty damn good job, personally. So, other than that, I've watched some of the first wave people. They've been streaming the game on Twitch, and it's like I said, it seems to be a pretty decent game, and I can't wait to play it myself. CZE hasn't really made it clear, when everything's gonna start flowing again, but they do try to keep us updated as much as possible. I mean, obviously they have to put their resources towards fixing the game rather than, PR stuff, which, it would be nice if they, constantly updated us every, 15, 20 minutes to an hour, saying, okay, hey, we're doing this, hey, we're working on this, this is going this way, but that's just, it's impractical. We can't think that way. They have a goal, they have a job. They're fixing it. They're doing as best as they can. As one person pointed out in a post, these guys are, doing things that they've never done before. Well, I shouldn't say they've never done before, because some of the developers they have experience in, making games, doing, the artificial intelligence and, game development themselves. It's CZE as a corporation themselves has never done this. So CZE themselves is trying to, figure everything out. How should our timetable be? What do we prioritize? What do we do? How do we do this? So they're learning as they go, and like I said, they're doing a damn good job at it. So for now, that's about all the updates we're going to have for this Saturday here. And if you like the video, go ahead and click subscribe, and I'll have another video for you soon.